It's gonna be a good session. Do do do. It's gonna be a good old session. The ancestors here. Do do do. It's gonna be a good old session because the ancestors here. Do 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 do. Okay.
We're just gonna jump right in. Divine Soul Tribe, Collective, Energy, Bhadrapada Amavasya Day. So I hope that you've had time to wrestle with your ancestors like they've been coming through.
Very, very strong.
Just came through, put the fires out. So of course we're gonna relight them.
Well, we want to give a few minutes anyway.
Absolutely.
So, welcome if you're here. Give us a few moments. We going in. We about to pull cards. Do 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 do. Do do. The sun is in your name. The sun is in your name. But I will tell you more, but listen closely. There's so much more that you must be. So hold on to those things that you love dearly.
So here we are, y'all. Like
Whoop,
it's
whoop.
nothing but loving energy and the energy of setting your intentions.
Leaving things in
Right.
the past that no longer can go with you, right? New moon energy, right?
What? Skies appear to be
Some
dark.
things can't go.
Time to let it go.
Time to let it go, says the Hierophant. Look, he meant business. As soon as he said that, I was like, on his card. He meant business, guys. Like, he's not playing. It's time to let go of some of these old ways. Forward movement, okay? Yeah.
It's crazy because I was writing down some downloads and I was just kind of like, you know, this is a day where we don't want to begin to just offer things up to, you don't want to just be doing things just to be doing things, right? Have a purpose and an intent, right? This is a day where you should solely be connecting with high vibrational energies, right? Now, they're going to try it on this night. There's many of them out there, they trying, and it's not going to work well. Super fast. This energy right here is not, it's not the energy for you to be out here trying to be, anything but upright with the Most High. That's what this one is for, right? So I was writing down some downloads and I was gathering some information and my thoughts, and I was feeling something, and Spirit gave me.
Let's clarify. So by water we connect with spirit to pure intent.
Oh, I forgot. I couldn't get my watermelon. Oh boy. So it was like I'm kind of moving like, if it almost feels to me like I'm moving in in a place where it's like it could be kind of it could feel kind of aloof to people that's around me at this time, but it's not. It's just that I'm seeing something about today that many people don't see, and it's not for me to say, you know, for better or for worse or for any of those things. I can say that I've been through some things in life, and you know, I see things, I hear things, and one thing I know about the night is that it availeth you much if you out and you setting your intentions and you inviting high vibrational ends, they gonna come in. And it's kind of one of those things where not a lot more has to be said. I had some downloads, but I'm gonna wait and see what High Priestess has first before I get into what I kind of wrote down.
Okay. Hey y'all, Ashe. So you got, look, first and foremost, let's get into these shirts. Like, the Hierophant is so dope, y'all. I love this man. But look, he made me a hermit shirt, right, which is the 9th card in the major arcana of the tarot deck. And, you know, when he made this shirt, I was like, okay, I got a download. Spirit gave me a download. You know, the hermit card is all about, like, introspection, like, you know, really being able to find, you know, yourself accountable. Because, you know, I was talking to my son earlier, and I was telling him, I was like, you know, it's so, it's easy to do things that are wrong, but it's very hard to be on the right side. You know, the energy of being right, you know, trying to live right, trying to do right, and really trying to be a good person. That's the hard part here. See, the energy of evil makes everything easy for us, right? You know, that's why we crave instant gratification and things of that. But anyway, when he made the shirt, I was like, you know, I started thinking about the energy of the hermit. And, you know, I got a download, and it says, it's time to take a break, okay? To reflect on our lives and understand, as our brothers say, right? You know, our spiritual brothers, you know, they speak a lot about understanding instead of understanding, right? We need to be able to understand, you know. That is a knowing within ourselves. And so, you know, it takes time to take a break. It's time to take a break, reflect on our lives, and understand ourselves better. It is essential to take care of our mental and emotional well-being. We are being advised to think things thoroughly and carefully. We are being advised to think things through carefully. The demands on you have been high, and you've hardly had time for reflection. While you have the gift of understanding the larger implications involved, you need some private time to connect with the divine and consider the steps of your future. Okay? So I feel like, you know, you have been so busy lately, divine being, throughout life. I mean, I'm talking to a person like myself, right? You've been working since maybe age of 14, hustling and bustling, trying to get through life, just trying to be successful. You've been working so hard to find success. Well, Spirit says it's time to take a break and reflect on our lives and understand our own selves better. And, you know, I feel like understanding ourselves, you know, it really helps us grow, right? A lot of times when we really look at ourselves, we can see where we have grown and we can see where we need to grow, right? I think introspection is very good. I think, you know, holding ourselves accountable is good energy. You know, I was a person that will run away from accountability. I wanted to just do shit and hide, right? You know, like a person that would throw rocks and then hide their hands kind of energy. That was me at one point, right? But I think it's so important to hold yourself accountable, and, you know, God really respects that. And I feel like right now is a time for rest, you know, to reflect on our lives and really take care of our mental health, right? I think it's a time to, you know, the things that you are, you know, the things that are happening right now are, this is real life events. Stuff is happening like real time, like real shit is happening right now. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting us to think things through clearly. Like, you know, it's easy when someone calls you and makes you mad to cuss them out real quick. Boom, bow, bow. It's easy to cuss a motherfucker out, right? Like that kind of energy. But it's hard to really sit there and think, right? And strategize and carefully place your words, right? Like, let's start challenging ourselves with the things that are hard to do, right? It's easy to just, you know, fly off the handle, but the hard part is really trying to put in the work to be better.
Right.
So I feel like, you know, by us taking a break and reflecting, it's gonna allow us to really be able to, you know, see ourselves for who we really are. I feel like with this energy tonight, you know, this energy is very freeing. Okay, I feel like this energy is freeing. If you are, you know, looking for that kind of energy, I feel like it will definitely free you from things. So that was download number 1. I'm gonna save this one, and I'm gonna do one more because I know they get kind of long. So download number 2. Okay. So, allegedly, me and the Hierophant were, I'm going to say allegedly, because, you know, I'm learning that as our networks grow, I got to start saying allegedly because, you know, we can be sued for stuff. So, I'm starting to learn how to watch my words. And it's, you know, it's crazy. Being in front of you guys, it really helps me grow because, you know, with us having a public platform, like, I'm accountable for things that I say. I'm accountable for things I do. Like, you know, everywhere we go, people know us. Like, we don't even know them, but people know us everywhere we go. Like, it's something, I don't know. Even if they don't know us, if they haven't watched us on, like, social media, their spirit knows us, right? So it's like we always have to be very, very careful about what we do. So I'm learning to use my words betterly. Betterly. Spirit is tricky. I said betterly, but we're learning to use my words better. So anyway, so allegedly, y'all, oh my gosh, me and the Hierophant woke up the other morning and Spirit gave me this video to watch, and you know, we do a lot of things together, and so as I'm watching this video, he's watching with me, and we are like baffled because I'm gonna tell y'all, we really live a life where we are really like off the grid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you catch us in person, then you catch us in person, but like our life outside of our social platforms, we don't communicate socially a lot. We just, you know, like we don't do a lot of TV. We don't do a lot of any of that because we are literally always working. We don't even own a TV. Yeah, we don't have a TV, right? So, but we would like one. So if y'all want to donate, send us some donations. I ain't too proud to beg. Okay, no, I'm just playing, but no, for real. Okay, we need a TV. Send it to the Cash App. Okay, but anyway, so we were watching this video. So allegedly, y'all, a Venezuelan gang took over an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado. This gang has been collecting rent, and the governor and the police pretty much said there's nothing that they can do about this, right? And I thought that it was so wild. Like, you know, I had been sitting there and I was watching the videos of what was going on, and I was in awe. I was like, you know, well, you know, I'm sitting here like, well, what would I do if this happened? And I'm just sitting here like, you know, this is crazy, and why is this happening? I mean, like, they were literally you know, suited up with all kinds of different guns. And this is not, you know, they weren't speaking about this in Chicago. It was like, you know, news people were trying to get people's attention, and the governor's like, this is not a problem, right? There's no gangs taking over, okay? We're in NC, cuz we right here. But yeah. So anyway, this gang, you know, I ain't gonna tell you on here where I'm at. But anyway, I inbox you. But anyway, you know, so this gang like had taken over, and they pretty much said it was nothing they could do. And I was just, you know, like, wow, this world is really coming to just craziness, right? So I started reading the energy of the Bible, and I was in Isaiah 50 and 11, and it was saying, you know, all of you that plot to destroy others will be destroyed by your own plots. The Lord himself will make this happen. You will suffer a miserable fate. And I was like, whoo, right? So I was like, you know, you may be feeling the energy of people plotting against you, divine being. You could be feeling the energy of, you know, people wanting to destroy you. But the energy of the Bible says that all of you that plot to destroy against others will be destroyed by your own plots. So, I feel like, you know, divine being, we should just continue to push forward and not really worry about that energy. And then I was reading into John, and I was like, you know, John 18 and 19 was talking about, you know, if the world hates you, know that it has hated me before too, right? It hated me before it hated you. And if you were of the world will love you for its own, right? But because you are not of the world, but because I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. And I was like, you know, this is very relevant. So, you know, I feel like there is the energy of, you know, evil wanting to really be in control, because, you know, I feel like, you know, we're living in Revelations, if I be honest with you. I do. I feel like, you know, we're living in the last days. If you would, you know, say the energy of the Bible, I feel like, you know, this is what it is, right? I feel like, you know, it's the energy of get with it or get without it. I feel like it's the energy of, you know, people are revealing themselves. I feel like it's the energy of, you know, people that are doing wicked things in high places are being revealed. I feel like, you know, people that know that there's a promise, the promise is being granted for them, right? Like that kind of energy. So, I thought that was relevant. And then, you know, verse 20 went on to say, remember the word that I said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you. If they kept my word, they will keep yours also. So it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, Spirit is really wanting to remind us that, like, you know, there's going to be energies up against us. There's going to be people that, you know, persecute us, but they persecuted the Most High. So it's like, you know, if you're feeling that energy, it's probably because you're just a child of the divine, right? And it's like, you know, I just feel the energy of, like, you know, people know what time it is. I'm gonna save this one.
Okay, so I'm just sitting here listening to High Priestess, vibing out, paying attention to my intuitions and what's going on. Like, and I feel like people who can honor and respect this energy is going to give you a great benefit. Mm-hmm. Like, what they giving me is a little bit more. It's like, I'm a person that I found in the delivery of my messages, sometimes I struggle. And the reason why is because I'm oftentimes just trying to find a way to deliver what I'm hearing or what's being said, because some of it is so soulish that I don't literally want to scare people. I don't want to make people afraid. So I wrote some things down, right? And tonight is a night where, like, you should be setting your intentions. You should be wanting to make a change. Even if you stuck in the midst of chaos, or even if you're in your own set of confusion, you should be purposing yourself to make a change. Just say you somewhere where you can't really do much. Look around, find a clean white candle, dip outside, take a glass of water, and just set it out there, right? Let your intentions be made. I got a couple downloads. I'm going to give you one. It's called Wounded Immaturity. The traumas of our childhood, right? This was a serious download. You know why? Because it incorporated a lot of me in it, right? So when I was writing it, I was like, wow, I could feel other people in this energy, but I could feel my own self. So it's kind of almost like, it's kind of like ministering to one's own self. So it's like the traumas of our childhood. This is real, y'all. This is for us, right? Most areas we harden to and call it growing up, when in reality we remain unhealed, and we push the next generation into the same unhealed mindset, forcing them to move unhealed in the name of growing up, right? So most areas we harden to, we get hard and we call it growing up, right? And this is what gives us wounded immaturity. Like, Spirit gave me that, wounded immaturity. Then right after that, Spirit started showing me myself as it was showing me other people, right? So I'm like, wow. So I feel like the ancestors are saying to us as a whole collective, it's areas where we hard in and we never really healed. We just say, I grew up. We didn't grow up, right? You can't grow up from a unhealed place without healing it. You're just going to harden to it, right? And then when you harden, why do you think we force our kids to grow up so fast? And then the minute they start growing up and life hit them, they realize they are like we did, like, damn, slow down, life. I didn't want it to come. But see, it wouldn't be that way if we didn't harden up to things and call it growing up. We do that. It's like, and it makes,
who's that?
It makes it hard for the next generation coming to it doesn't give them a lot of room to advance past the tempo we set. It's like you set a tempo, and like I said, we do it in the name of growing up. Like we don't really look at it like we don't look at it like, well, this is holding me back, or it's even a problem. We don't. We just say, well, I just grew up. That's why it's a need to go back to
shadow work.
Your childlike self.
Shadow work. That's what we call that.
Number 2. This is from the traumas of our childhood, which leads to our wounded immaturity, right? Us as a whole, right? This us, y'all, right? We curse early on in life, following the same energy as our ancestors, right? As a child, cursing is forbidden. The forbidden is a low vibration that often feels good to engage in, right? So through low vibrations, we express our true selves. Our adult selves are molded by vulgarities of our childlike self, right? So often we speak our expressionless language in a social setting, and we curse humans out in our personal setting. listen to this. That's serious, y'all. This us. Look, we get to cursing early on in life, right? So when we curse, it becomes a form of expression. The same, you know why? Because it's the same energy. It's the same thing the ancestors did. We did this. They did the same thing we do. So when we start doing that, that becomes our real, true form of expression. And what happens is, it feels so good when you're young to say a curse word because you're not supposed to do it, right? So you be somewhere off, you know, I'm gonna suck on my and you ever hear a little kid, you might run up on him.
I used to be cussing there like that just to be because I didn't even know how to cuss right.
Remember we called our sons out, listen, we called our own children.
We did, cussing at each other.
Last summer, right? They was outside getting into it. But nevertheless, it's like, you know why? Because it feels good, right? And why? Why does it feel good? It's ancestral energy. It's anytime you do what they did before you, it feel extra good. So as they did, we do early. But the thing about it is, it molds our expression to as though our true expression become the vulgarities of our childlike self. See how it does? See how that's an area that's unhealed? We grow up and what we do, we'll curse you out in the house. I'm talking about some of your highly qualified professional people, right? They'll get home and they'll call you a slick sideways MFer in a way that be like it be too effective. So it's like these people, ourselves, us, we use our expressionless language in a social setting. Hey, how you doing? I'm fine. Hope you, hey, everything is well. But that's not where our expression lies, right? And that's why oftentimes it leads to hypocrisy and it leads to us. See, when we go into our professional mode of talking, oftentimes we lying anyway. Think about it. I mean,
trying to sell something.
Yeah, you trying to sell something, or you trying. So when
that's real.
I mean,
if we be honest,
it's not your true expression. It's the expressionless language. So what happens there is we spend more time. We spend more time pump faking about true expression. See, it becomes a thing where it's like we at home and we can curse everybody out because that's how we feel, right? That's how I feel. But then when we go out, we gotta act like, we gotta do so we become what? A thing of hypocrisy, mostly. Because most of our time is doing what? It's speaking in our expressionless language. So what do we gotta do? We have to learn how to merge and balance, right? Meaning you gotta learn how to take that expression that you get from cursing and mold it into your expression in the normal setting, because it's like it causes people to get a different take on you. Like when they see you in your true light, it'd be like, oh, I didn't know that person was even like that. Right?
Well, you know, I always be sitting here thinking like, you know, who the hell said in the book of laws that these particular words were curse words anyway? Like, who gave someone the authority to pick these particular words as curse words?
Well, I don't really think when I think of curse words, right. I think of the composition of vulgarities. Like, I don't necessarily, we express them like that, but you can curse somebody out without even using the technical curse words, right? But when we say these words, you often know what they mean.
Right, but that's the book of laws. That's like because we were programmed to believe that these specific words are bad.
I mean, it's called societal laws.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
because
like
people put a meaning, a specific meaning on something, but
which is good. I mean, I'm not gonna knock society for that, because you definitely can't allow somebody to call people MFers all out in the public.
Well, who's to say that now that somebody put a label on it, but
because the expression behind it, in my opinion, it's like if I take on. If I'm in a certain energy and I use a word towards you, right, that word is probably going to be
a fight word.
It's going to take on the life of its own.
That's what we used to call it back in my day. We call it a fight word. You better not say that again. That's a fight word.
That's a fighting word.
Okay, and don't step over this line because you're going to crack your mother back.
I remember to step over the line.
You're going to crack your mother back if you step over this line. You heard me.
Most fights started because somebody stepped over the line.
And don't touch me because if you put your hand on me one more time, we going to fight. Not really wanting to fight nothing. You heard me. That means you scared all of us. You talking about put your hands on me one more time. What they did it the first time? What you... We was crazy, y'all.
The next download is kind of like this is I can say it's a little more adult, so I mean it's appropriate, but you know it's for us again. Number 3, our sexual desires are often shaped by the same taboos that influenced our ancestors. Energies like incest, early promiscuity, adolescent lewdness, and lascivious behavioral patterns, right? So it says, our sexual desires are often shaped by the same taboos that influenced our ancestors. Energies like incest, early promiscuity, adolescent lewdness, lascivious behavioral patterns, right?
I agree.
All this comes from past energies. And see, I'm speaking about the ancestors and us. And see, it's not like everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not always all good. It's about finding a balance. Tonight is about getting it right. Tonight is about bettering myself. Tonight is about bettering yourself. Tonight is about bettering us as a whole. So we just identifying different things. One, our desires, whatever they may be, they are shaped by ancestral energies. People done exactly what you done.
Right.
So defenses against these things. I wrote a few before I back out. Defense. We have to resist certain urges in order to gain clarity as to why they drive us, right? So sometimes we have urges that we inherit from the ancestors. We don't really know why they drive us, right? Whatever it may be. Everybody have their own different things. But one thing that we have to learn how to do is you have to resist the urge long enough to gain clarity as to why it even drives you. Like, why do I even do this? Or why do I operate? Why is this my modus operandi? Like, why do I gotta, why do I feel that? So if you refrain from it, if you resist it, it gives you clarity. See, resistance breeds clarity, because when it's kind of like it's not hard to explain. It's easy to understand, rather. If you push a thing away from you, right? You push it back and you look, you can see it because you're resisting it. It's not like you welcoming it. It's like, no. So you want to resist, right? Number 2, don't alienate yourself due to odd fetishes and desires. No matter your glitch, there are other humans that share it. And not all see your glitch as an affliction, right? Don't alienate yourself due to odd fetishes and desires. No matter your glitch, there are other humans that share it. Not all see the glitch as an affliction, right? That's deep from the ancestors.
That's finding like a divine partner, a divine soul tribe.
That's finding like, when I'm saying don't alienate yourself due to your fetishes, it's like if you're a person that's introspective, right? Alienate means to think like, well, I'm the only one that really got this. No, it's not. It don't reflect outward. First of all, look at it like, it's many people that has to have this because it's too unique for me to own it. Think about that. Like, what we have that's unique is not that it's so unique. It's so powerful to us because it's many people that share it. It's just that they be scattered, right? So it's like, don't alienate yourself. And the glitches that you have to let the, like she said, the universe will bring you to tribe, right? Tribe is others that share in the same things as you, from soul tribe to actual tribe, literal, right? But this is where we find cohesion with our identity. Like we find family. They sound familiar, right? So we find family. So look at it like this, soul family. Your glitch, somebody else look at it as the thing that made them great. So the thing that holds you up, it could be to another person, they can give you an insight that be like, no, don't look at it as something that hinders you. Let me explain how you look at it. This how it can make you grow. This how it can make you see how it's working for you. See, this is where the energy of the Bible says, with the devil meant for bad works out for the good to those that call God, love God, and are called according to his purpose. See, when you mix that energy in right there, it's leading you somewhere. You're going to meet somebody that has your glitch.
Hello, somebody?
If you really going to grow with it,
I'm for real.
God going to show you exactly how, just look, pen this. You know how I'm going to tell you it's so real what I'm saying? High Priestess came to me today and told me something, y'all. You know what she said? She said, and I know about this story, but I never relegated it to myself, right? She said, hey, yo, God did you like he did Elijah, right? And it was crazy because Elijah had all these spiritual enemies looking for him, right? You know what? God hid him somewhere in the land and gave him rest, divine four swords, right? And guess what? Sent a raven to feed him, right? But he took him away to a place to give him rest. But whole time, he was giving him downloads so that he can continue with his ministry, right? He had to revise his mind.
And he, like, you know, he sent Elijah away. You know how, like, most prophets in the Bible, like, when they heard the voice of God, you know, they had to typically, like, you know, that's why I always say, you know, I couldn't understand why, you know, people in our hometown, anyway, I'm not, Spirit said don't even get into that, but anyway, so a lot of times you have to leave wherever you started to go on your journey sometimes, right? That's what God calls for some people to do. And when I was reading the story again, you know, because he's read this story to me before, but it really made me think about him. Like, God will literally take you from where you are to move you, and it's like you're hidden, but you're not. It's like God hid you, but you're not hiding. You get what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened to Elijah. God moved him, and Elijah wasn't hiding. God moved him so he was hidden, because, see, the divine protects his divine creatures, right? Like that kind of energy. And it was beautiful because when he hid Elijah, it was because, you know, he wanted Elijah to be able to rest. He wanted him to be able to regain his strength. He wanted Elijah to be able to, you know, kind of like just, you know, isolate himself so he could really figure out his gift. And it was beautiful because when he moved him again, he sent him to a lady and her son, and the lady was supposed to bake some bread for him. And
I'm gonna get back to this before she get to that. But
no, I'm done.
The number 3 was, some suffer from extreme forms of abuse, and some were not and are not strong enough to contend with this kind of abuse. Many prayers and ashes from the ancestors to these individuals, right? And I just want to say a moment of silence, right? And this is for people that suffer from extreme forms of sexual abuse in their childhood growing up. Some were not and are not strong enough to contend with this kind of abuse, right? Now, for those who have managed to ascend and awaken to a higher level of consciousness in your prayers and your meditations, right? It says, intentionally revisit the scenes of your abuse and encourage the energy of your child state self. Time is an illusion in this matter, right? All right, so this is deep. This is very deep, right? The way it came in. So what Spirit is saying is, for those of us that went through certain abuse and we were able to ascend, Spirit is now calling us to intentionally revisit those scenarios, right, in premeditative state and begin to communicate with your child state self, right? Because time is an illusion. What does that mean? That means that you can go to this place of meditation and you will be in what's called quantum energy, right? So you won't be moving to a normal beat, right? There's nothing normal about this. But you go into a premeditative state. This is for people who have ascended, meaning that your mind can handle and process this right here. This is for people that's got their candles lit at night and stuff like that, right? So premeditative state, you go back. You're gonna revisit that scene, right? Where the abuse happened at. You are strong enough to do it because you ascended, right? So this is for a person because it brings forth healing to the earth, right? You know why it heals the earth? I'm gonna tell you why. This is energy, y'all. If you go back and revisit your childlike self, and you conversate with your childlike self and encourage that wound, you can go in a sleep state and wake up and you'll feel different. The world will see you different. You know why? Because you've healed that part of you. All it takes is one visit. Because where we get hurt at in life, a part of us crouches down right there. And it doesn't get free until we free it. You have to go back from a premeditative state and you have to begin to free yourself. I did it.
And that's real.
In many areas of my life, I had to go back, as painful as it was, relive the scene, the scenario. When I was a kid, this happened. I had to go back and encourage that self. And then I wake up in today's time, and what happened? Because I did that in quantum energy, I come back and now my energy, it reflects different.
And that's real. We got that technique from a licensed therapist, you know, and it really works. Like, you know, so what we're telling you guys are things that we actually experienced. We have, you know, done ourselves, and
it helps.
I'm telling you, that's a part of shadow work, right? When you go through that dark night of the soul and you're really trying to figure out who you are and trying to just get everything back on track, right? Like that kind of energy. A lot of times we have to go back down memory lane and, you know, find out why that little girl still hurts or that little boy still hurts, because it shows up every time, right? We can try to act like we're healed from these things, but if you're not, it will come out in every response from you, right? It could be the energy of you not having a father around, right? And so when you get around men, you feel like you still don't need a man around. So there's certain things you may say or do that doesn't really vibrate to a man, right? Like that kind of energy. Or you could, you know, several different things. But whatever it is, until you heal those broken parts, there's no true peace in life.
Real rap. This is the last download, and before I get to the last download, they telling me break down the strength arcana. She broke down the hermit. So the strength is the
Virgo energy.
The 8th major arcana, Leo energy, right? And what the strength represents is this. I'm gonna put it simple. Arcanic strength, right? Arcane might, arcane strength is this thing. You know how you get weak in life and you get worried and you be like, man, I'm going to give up. I'm done. I quit. Boom. But yet and still, you fall into a place where something greater just push you, right? Or it just compels you, or it just holds it together. Or that's called strength, right? That's an arcana, major. So when you see the strength arcana, it means that there's like a powerful, that arcane might ain't the same as regular strength, right? It's a different strength. It's like, okay, like if a person moving with the strength arcana on them, whatever you do, you won't hurt them.
Well, look, if you look at the picture, is depicting a lady holding open the lion's mouth.
Like it's
and
like
she's very courageous, you know.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It's like it's a spiritual strength. Mm-hmm. So it's like if somebody that's like, you know, it's like this person will be like hurt and regenerate. It's like it's regeneration power. Like it's something different. It's let's just say it's strength times 10. What we think strength is times it 10, right? This is the last one. Yeah, they keep going out. They keep coming and going. The energy of, so the ancestors don't want us to approach spirituality, right? Or ancestral contact. Don't approach it with the Saul approach, right? And it's something because they was kind of laughing when I got this download. It's like, you know what Saul did? Saul waited until God cut him off, right? And after God cut Saul off, then Saul said, well, let me go out here to the tarot reading and see what's up for real. And see if they can let me know what God won't let me know.
Y'all ain't gonna do us like that.
But see, all happened is he summoned Samuel up, and Samuel told him something that he ain't want to hear. But see, this was the energy that Saul was in. Let me see something, right? No faith approach. When you in the energy of, like, let's just say you're a Christian, and you go into a tarot reading like, well, hold on, I just want to see something, right? Guess what? You don't have faith, right? Because Spirit doesn't want you to approach anything from the soul. If you're approaching it, have your faith intact and approach it with your faith intact. Right. Don't wait until you don't have faith.
No faith.
And then go and then try and tap
let's
into.
Go see Tasha Hobbs.
Yeah, let's go see them and see what they gotta say, because I ain't got no more faith now. Don't do that. That's the Saul approach. The Spirit says you get nothing like that. It's like you can't come at Spirit like, well, let me see something right quick, right? That's for those that want to sneak on the tarot too, with the energy of, well, let me just listen real quick, because I'm just what you doing? I want to see something right quick, right? You're not a person that's really taking a whole thing as
sneaking on the readings, because they don't want to hear me out.
It's like you don't want to receive anything. You know, it behooves me sometimes.
My philosophy.
Us as people, right? We don't never want to take anything serious until it's right down on us. Then it's like, oh, it's really real. Oh, let me take it serious, right? No, don't wait and do that.
We don't never feel the
don't do that.
Right
don't do that. Don't wait until like it's like, you know, it's like you don't want to take your religion seriously, so you don't really want to take anybody else's religion seriously, and you don't want to take the tarot reader seriously, and you don't want to take the fortune teller seriously, and you don't want to take anybody seriously, right? So you become a conglomerate of a whole bunch of everything, right? And then what do you get out of anything? Nothing. Why? Because Spirit don't fool with you. No, it don't matter where you go at. Spirit is not dumb. Like, and it's not like, and you gotta realize this is how we also become evil. Like Saul, we lose faith, and instead of restoring your faith and chilling and giving it and fighting for your faith, like, believe me, I can tell you what about fighting for your faith. In there talking to spirits, but that's not going to change my faith of who my God is, right? I'm in here talking to ancestors and everybody, but that don't change my faith.
That's right.
See, I don't worship these things that I work with, that I talk to. I don't worship these things. I worship the Most High, God, the energy that I always worship.
Christ, right?
See, and if you study Christ, he said, do as I did, right? This is what we doing. We
Those
doing
things
as
I
he
did.
did. These things I did,
and
and greater shall ye do. But he more go do as I did, right? And what did he do? Christ went to schools of Kemet. He went to schools in ancient Egypt. You know what he studied? Resurrection. Did you know that? See, at one time, we lived so long. I heard one of the brothers talk about this. We used to live so long, y'all, that we could learn how to do things like resurrect and incarnate and all of these things. We knew how to do these because we lived so long. Like the Bible speaks about Methuselah living like 700 years. Like, and it's prior to that, we lived thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Like when you look at different races that was around, right? Different indigenous races. Way back, I'm talking about this ain't even ancient, this next world, this last world, where we live until, you know, it speaks of the Tower of Babel falling. It speaks in the apocryphal literature of the fallen angels tampering with our DNA and turning back our time, right? So the physical avatar, it wears down much quicker. But think of a time when energy, when we lived so long that we could attain levels of ascension where we knew this is what Jesus went to study. When he remember in the Bible, he vanished, came back.
When he was like 13, 14?
Yeah, he left in the Bible at like 13 or 14. Then he shows back up. He's like 33. What happened in all those years?
Ascension, growing,
studying.
Studying.
He went around. He found out what was going on. He mastered resurrection. He studied that. See, it's crazy because they were speaking of, the brother was speaking of how the pharaohs used to study and be able to incarnate whenever they wanted, right? Meaning they could predict their transition date and be like, all right, I'm gonna be back in this baby in these many generations. A lot of us live on these prophecies now. Believe it or not, a lot of us live on prophecies that have already been foretold by people that still kept it. Like somebody could have said, you're gonna be born in this generation, right? They could have said that 10 generations ago, right? Generations 500 years. So you figure like you could have actually been prophesied thousands of years ago, right? Your birth today, because there's many star seeds on the earth now. I wouldn't be saying it unless that was. It's a lot of us that are like that. Like your birth is meant to be. Like it was meant for you to be exactly where you're supposed to be at the time that you are at right now.
Everything's
because
divine
your
timing.
life is destiny. It's prophecy, right? Yep. So don't be in the let me see something kind of energy, right? It stinks when you in reference to spirit. Allow your faith to be your faith. Allow it to be unmoved, right? But when you go into things, believe and understand them. Don't go into things and just be like, well, I just want to go and see something right quick. You're not going to see what you want to see because everything can't be seen right quick. Like, you can't just hop in. That's like people who study general readings without discernment. You get to seeing things. Like, you want a reading, get a personal reading, right? This is the best way to go. And the people that get personal readings, they fare way better than people who ride general readings because they just don't want to be seen, they don't want to give. Imagine if you don't want to be seen and you don't want to give, what do you want from spirit? Like,
right. What are you trying to get here?
What do you want? Because
I don't get it.
It's
You're just curious, I guess. Bi-curious.
Because the people that take it serious and understand, people take spirituality serious, and they don't become weird. It's none of that. You get weird when you want to let me see something shit. That's what make you weird. But when you a person that have balance, like, for instance, let's say you out somewhere tonight, right? And you say, well, hold up. I'm going to step outside and light me a candle real quick. And, drink me a little water and set some out for the ancestors, right? Boom. And then I'm going to go back into my social gathering and I'm going to do karaoke or whatever it is that you may be doing. That's balance right there. See, it doesn't have to be weird where you just, you making everything so unattainable to people. This is something everybody could be doing. This ain't no, and see, it could be considered an occultic rhythm, because occultic means hidden knowledge, right? Well, guess what? I ain't making it hidden no more, all right? So I don't know what other people do, but me, it's my job and my duty. I'm here to make this kind of thing known to you. What will strengthen your life? Keep your faith in God on new moons and Amavasyas and on days like today. Get your intentions in the thing you struggle with and come out, light a candle, and, make a prayer and fight it right there and see the energies coming with you. Ancestral, right? That's all. So I'm going to back out the downloads. I know they was long, but I was here, so I had to do what they wanted me to do. So she going to lay out some tarot, right? So they really going to start talking to y'all now. I was just doing downloads. You want it? Let me get a sip of that. These were some light
libations for the ancestors.
Light libations, y'all, for the ancestors.
We gotta drink some too.
Yeah, anytime you make offerings for your ancestors, you want to eat some too. It's always a sign of respect. And you don't want to feed them nothing that you don't like. We made some good old cornbread up here.
It's just like snickerdoodle cornbread, y'all. I know they're really happy.
So I'm going to let her pull the tarot. She got 2 decks. She got the Ancestor and the Spirit deck.
Strength card to the Queen of Wands. Fire Shami as she dropping bars. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna take his soul deck, and for every soul card, I'm gonna pull a spirit deck card and see what the balance is, right? So we have Judgment, Libra energy. You could be a Libra in my energy. Okay? To the 9 of Cups, like, this shit is good. Okay? This is like the energy of, Archangel Michael to the rescue. He's coming in with his sword to protect you. Strength card to the Queen of Wands, right? It's like the energy of literally receiving everything that you deserve. Like, this is the energy. This is very good energy. I feel like there's someone that you could be making, like, a sacrifice that is literally going to take you to the next level. Like, there's something you could be offering or sacrificing tonight, and this could literally bring you wish fulfillment. This could literally change your life here. Like, I'm picking up, like, the energy of the Most High really wanting to see if you can sacrifice this one thing. See, I feel like this one thing that's holding you up, because I'm picking up, I'm hearing this one thing and they got me tripping. This one thing, they got me tripping. Yeah, it's this one thing. Marie, right? But there's this one thing that was really, really binding you and holding you up. And I feel like, with the judgment coming, I feel like you're holding yourself accountable for whatever this is. You could literally be releasing something to the ancestors today. And it's literally bringing in wish fulfillment here. What's this message? Look, we have Libra and we have Libra and Sagittarius energy out here. We have the Temperance to the Two of Cups.
Yo, that's love right there.
You heard me. Is this for us?
I see it. Look like we doing
Look, we might be doing our own reading tonight, y'all. Okay?
Temperance
But
to
we
the
do
judgment.
we do have the Temperance to the Judgment, Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Like, this is so emotional. You know, like, this is some, like, soul level connection shit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Personal.
Like, yeah, this
feels good.
This feels very, very personal. Like, this is the energy of literal balance. Like, you have the justice, the judgment to the temperance, though. That's divine.
Gabriel
that is
Michael.
Divine balance. That is Archangel Michael to the rescue. Like, this is divine protection and divine balance right here. This is like, you know, this is literally, you could have a soulmate around you right now. Like, you could literally be with a soulmate. You could be coming in you could be coming in contact with someone that is meant to be your soulmate. There is divine happiness here. There's some kind of partnerships and relate. You could definitely, you know, I've been picking up a lot. I think the last week, people are literally finding their soul tribes. Like, you know, I know we were in this thing of no new friends. You remember that? No new friends. We do. Like, we need soul tribes. It takes a village to raise kids, right? Like, that kind of energy. It takes a village to get, to change things, to, you know, allow us to gel together for humanity. Like, that kind of energy. And I feel like literally people are starting to realize this. We got the Two of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Like, you know, these are divine partnerships that are literally going to, bring in wish fulfillment, like that kind of energy. I feel like you could be like in the energy of like your childlike energy. Someone is feeling so good. I'm talking about someone's looking good, someone's feeling good, someone's feeling confident.
You know, and with these two big boys from out the soul deck line right here, I do want to say, like, they just powerful. And then you got the Emperor. Like, the ancestors are showing up in this reading. This is three major arcanas out here. Like, that's basically, look at these boys. That's what's showing up in this reading right here.
Guidance, okay?
That's major arcanas, right? And it's befitting because the fires are lit, you know, and it's being done properly, right? So this is really true Bhadrapada Amavasya energy that we seeing coming out. The Temperance Judgment to the Emperor.
My ancestors, big steppers.
What?
Control the elemental
elemental weapons.
You heard me.
Yeah, that's what
See,
that
like
is.
you're left down the crossroads.
So whoever you are, your ancestors, they big steppers. King of Wands energy.
You know, I feel like with the King of Wands, it's like, you know, you could be stepping into like,
they stepping too.
Yo,
the
somebody
King
is
of Wands
stepping.
a stepper.
You heard the King of Wands
He's
is
a stepper. Like,
is a stepper. Like, he's not gonna sit down. He is like, he's going forth. Yeah, like I feel like you just jumping into things right now. Like, you know, I feel like you're just taking flight is what I'm hearing. Okay. There could be something significant about like reptiles here. Okay. You could have like a lizard, or you could have like some kind of reptile in your home.
Somebody could have just cut their hair. You just could have got a haircut, maybe kind of like a little shorter than you might have wanted it.
Somebody used to wear crimps. You remember we used to have them crimpers? Yo, I used to love that. We used to crimp our hair. I used to love that shit. But somebody could be like crimping their hair. You used to crimp your hair. There's something,
a gold bracelet.
Something significant about the animal, like a lion, okay? I feel like, you know, spirit is wanting you. There could be something significant about a Leo energy out here heavily.
Also, somebody could have a lizard in their home.
Aries.
Like lizards. Salamanders.
A reptile. Some kind of reptile. Okay, there's heavy Leo energy out here. We have Sagittarius.
Aries.
We have Aries energy heavy.
Aries.
The Emperor and the King of Wands.
Yeah, Aries. Big Aries energy.
Okay. There could be someone who had, like, I'm picking up someone, this could be like an ancestor that has transition, of course, But this could have been like a father figure, a grandfather figure, someone of authority here. Someone that, like, he couldn't sit still. This could have even been, I don't know why I'm picking this up. This could have been someone that drove like a railroad. He could have been like a railroad conductor, or like a MTA, or some kind of transportation is what I'm picking up.
Somebody mixes drinks. That's why.
A bartender?
Like somebody.
You could be a bartender watching us.
You mix the drinks up like
mixologist.
That, or you like them, or you're having those kind of drinks.
Now we got the 6 of Pentacles that came out to this 5 of Swords here, which doesn't make sense, okay? The only way this would make sense is like, this is like the energy of, you know, someone wanting to fight you over things that you're receiving from divinity. It's like someone feels like you don't deserve anything from God. Someone feels like, why is God blessing you? Someone is like, you know, why do your ancestors continue to protect you? Like, they don't feel like you should be spiritually protected. Which is crazy, right? It's like, they feel like your ancestors shouldn't spiritually protect you. So these people could be like saying anything out their mouth. They could be like really loose at the mouth. You know, a person that wants to fight at all costs. They don't really care about anything. But I feel like right now, things are very, 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 very balanced for you. You could be a person that likes to eat calamari. I've been seeing the squid a lot lately. Okay, there's something significant about the star. Okay, you could be a person that has like a star over top your home. I'm picking up the front of somebody's home. You have a star. You know those homes that have like the wooden star. I know they have a lot of those in Texas. You could be from Texas watching us.
Yeah, definitely Texas.
Shout out from to Texas. I'm picking up Texas heavily.
Big Texas vibes lately.
There's something significant about a high heel shoe. Okay, maybe you can't. Maybe you used to wear high heels and you can't wear them anymore. Look.
Somebody really likes black and gold.
You got a shoe with a high heel.
Black and gold could be significant. Somebody does have on heels tonight. Actually, I'm getting like pumps, like black pumps.
Stilettos, pumps in the club. Who would have thought that this girl can get... Okay, I'm hearing cry mob.
Somebody even got on the, somebody got on, what they call wedges. Somebody got wedges, platforms. Groove is in the heart, groove is in the heart. Who was that? Delight?
I don't know.
You don't remember that song?
I know what the song is, but I don't know who sings it.
I think
no, you know not to do that to me on camera. Put me in a...
Delight. I think it's Delight.
I don't be knowing the names of nobody, babe. Yeah. Let's see. We have Gemini energy here with the Lovers.
Okay, that's nice.
It's a lot of major arcana. The Lovers to the 10 of Pentacles. There's someone. Okay, it's like love brings you in abundance. It's like, you know, when you are in your most positive energy, when you're able to literally just be happy and love. See, it's like a lot of people used to like to get you in the energy of confusion, in the energy of just destruction.
But guess what? The ancestors love you. Yeah, they love you.
They know when this energy is around.
Lovers to the 10 of Pentacles.
They know when this energy is around, it's like it's easy to throw you off. So someone likes to throw you off because look at this. You have the freaking Lovers to the 10 of Pentacles.
3 of Cups energy.
What? It's like the divine wants to give you the gifts of the world is what I'm hearing, right?
This is a lot of love, y'all.
I hope this is for us.
What?
Look, we got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups to the 6 of Wands.
That's to the strength.
This has to be our love reading, y'all.
To the strength. You heard me. Another major. The ancestors just jumping out. And you know what's funny? I promise you. Thank you, Spirit. Listen to this. If you go back to my post early this morning, I woke up I said, the ancestors is pleased with these people. All of a sudden, they doing all kinds of high fives. in the astral realm, right? And I said, the readers are getting stronger. Major arcana keep dropping. And listen, yo, they dropping, right? Spirit ain't listening. Man. Man, look, the arcana is dropping. You got, what do we got out here?
Queen of Cups to the Six of Wands.
We got the Lovers. We got the Strength. We got the Judgment. We got the Temperance. And we do have the Emperor. That's majors. That's like 6 majors already.
I just see like so much abundance. I see like so much opportunity. And I mean, I see more winning than opposition. Like I see more help, abundance, prosperity.
3 of Wands.
Than anything that's trying to hold you back, Divine Being.
And you hear how she said, I see prosperity. That's 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands sees the ships coming in. So it's like, what we grabbing? Look, the Hierophant, another major for us. The Hierophant.
I really feel like someone's coming into connection with their community.
Look at this. This is big community. This is tribe. This is a protector. This is a big ancestor. Like this is. Look at all of these major arcanas out here, man.
Someone's birthday could be today. Watching me.
Virgo
season. Happy birthday, Virgos.
I just said this, right?
Happy birthday to the Virgos.
I said earlier, man. I said all these major arcanas keep falling out upright in this deck now, right? Because before, y'all, it was a lot of devil energy. Devil used to be the most frequent major in the ancestral deck, right?
Well, before we did this, remember I was like, I was going to use your cards. And I was straightening your cards out. He was like, no, I don't want you straightening my cards out. This is how they go, right? And look, you know, Spirit was right. He didn't want his cards straightened out. He wanted them to be how they were. And guess what? They still came out upright because that's the energy.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the energy is. It's like,
upright major,
you know, this is transformation and growth here. I'm picking up like super abundance. I'm picking up like,
I just told a brother earlier today, right? It's a soul tribe brother that I know from the network, and I've been watching them, right? I've been seeing this growth in, you know, the energy of ascension. You can recognize it. And I reached out to him today, and I just wanted to let him know that I see the ancestors. Like, let me tell you something, yo, y'all people be having these big old ancestors that's moving with y'all, and y'all starting to recognize it, and because y'all starting to acknowledge it, it's creating a whole, it's creating way more life than you can imagine. Trust me. You know how Drake and them be saying more life? No, this the real energy of more life. Because the more you let them in and acknowledge them, the more that they come in and they make things strong. And they ain't talking about the lower ones, not the low vibrational ones, right? But we got to open up the door. So that's why we got to be strong. See, once you open up the door, energies. Right?
It's funny. There's definitely something significant about Sagittarius and
another Libra. Major. I just pulled it off the top of the deck. Then the Emperor and the Temperance in her deck.
It's major transformation here. It's like someone's literally going from a Honda to a Lamborghini in the spirit. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
You know, this is like great spiritual ascension here. Like, I don't even feel like I want to pull a bunch of tarot because I feel like the ancestors are just...
They already here.
Right.
Look at that.
Like,
let me tell you something. This is the ancestral deck. 1 major. 2 majors. 3 majors. Look. 4 majors. 5 majors. 6 majors. And these ain't just no any old majors. We have the Strength, the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Temperance, the Judgment, the Magician. That's Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and everybody else that nobody wants smoke. No spirit don't want no smoke with this lineup. Look, let me tell you something.
That's guarded. That's like having a spiritual army.
This is putting a demon on the run. These ancestors, look at them.
It's like a spiritual army.
This is an army right here, right? And then you got spiritual majors. You got majors coming out in the spirit deck. You had the temperance, you know, like, so I just feel like overall, I know a lot of y'all don't really, you know, people probably like, well, what are they talking about?
What are they talking about?
But feel the
They're
energy
crazy.
and know this.
We're not crazy.
Get yourself with somebody that know what we talking about.
Inbox us.
Or like I said, you can get yourself, there's plenty of people that know what we talking about, right?
Inbox us, dummy rummy.
Get with them. Find out
We
what's
love
going
you.
on out here in these spiritual streets, y'all. Like, you know, I mean, living in the world in the 3D, it's all good. We live there. But know what's going on in the spiritual streets. Find out what's going on in the spiritual world. Because I'm telling you, in the astral realm right now, you got, look at all these energies. And you think the night you want to be out here playing with this energy and you working spell, look, this is for the dark witches that like to do baneful magic
I was
on
gonna
this
say,
night.
babe, look. I was gonna say, you know, we had to fight like as a collective.
We fought many of these nights. On
As
these
a collective,
nights,
we've been fighting for like the last 10 years. We've been battling these
Let me
spirits
on this
for
night,
10 years. And I feel like,
man,
you know,
so many people have went through. There have been people who have lost their lives on these nights. There are people who have went crazy on these nights. There are people who have
children
just been
have
like,
come up missing.
why can't I figure out what's going on? And this Amavasya, because you know they was using these energies that summons lower vibrational energies and send them around to do things. But guess what? We got the portal open now, and guess what? It's for the right way. Hermit energy.
You could be a Virgo for sure watching me. I got on the hermit shirt.
The ancestors
Virgo
just talking
energy.
to us. It's just like major, look, Knight of Pentacles energy. It's major
Look,
arcana
oh my
coming
gosh,
out.
look at this shit.
Hermit to the Knight of
Hermit,
Pentacles.
no, Hermit to the strength.
Hermit to the strength
Look, that's
card.
us. Take your card.
Yeah.
You could definitely be a Leo or a Virgo watching us. That's real heavy in our energy. We got the shirts on.
Hermit to the strength.
Wow.
Spirit moving with us tonight. You know, Knight of Swords. You heard me. It's to the point where the ancestors just talking right now.
The ancestors are tired of people going against the grain.
The
ancestors are tired of not being able to be represented in our community.
They tired
of
it.
Because
it's a
people want to say,
burden.
you know, a person will say because you represent you connect with your ancestors, you practice voodoo. Well, where does voodoo and ancestors go together? Because that doesn't make sense to me, right? You know, I respect our friends in different cultures because they understand the energy of their ancestors, and that's why they're a lot more advanced than us.
People who practice voodoo and their ancestors, that's what they do. I don't got nothing against it, right?
No.
Now, black magic, we don't condone.
Yeah, we don't condone.
Not on the Elemental Beings channel.
Voodoo's not bad.
Voodoo is not black magic.
It's the people that practice the shit. You know what I'm saying? What are their intentions? Now, black magic is dark. Because I seen, y'all, oh my gosh.
Hangman
I was
energy.
so shocked. I seen a witch, a black witch, a dark witch. Look, the moon card fell out when I said that shit. But I seen this dark witch, and she was like, straight up, I do evil hexes, curses, and baneful magic. I was like, damn. Shorty was like, hey, get at me. You heard me. And that's what she does. And, you know, it was respectable because, you know, she wasn't out here faking what she does or nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
That's her channel. That's what she does.
That's exactly what she does, you know. So I know respectfully.
That's what it's going to give you, but I mean.
I know respectfully to stay away from that energy, right? But she was straight up like, this is what I do. I do hexes, curses, and baneful magic. I'm like, damn.
Everybody is not put here to be a light worker. Somebody loves, some people. I said somebody. It's somebody now that love the demonic. You can't get enough of it.
Look,
right?
I keep seeing the 8 of Cups. Like somebody just, it's time for you to.
King of Swords. That's what she doing. She reporting. See, the King of Swords is a reporter. Like, that's the energy. Like, it's like our energy is so consistent with spirit right now that spirit is just talking through the cards like they are. So
there
we
could
just
be literally like a police officer watching me.
Look, justice, as she said that.
You could be a police officer watching us. You
know
could
what I'm saying?
I'm picking up like a really high part of law enforcement watching us.
Justice. Major. That's a major arcana.
You could be like a detective.
King of Swords to the justice. That's a detective.
You could be investigating something here.
Hey, feds.
Hey, feds.
Hey, feds. Hey, feds. This the feds right here.
Thank y'all for divine protection.
That's the feds right there. Appreciate it. Y'all watching us? Okay.
Big love to the feds.
Eight of Wands.
We got some kind of news. I guess our messages are like resonating somewhere, and there literally could be like law enforcement watching us because our look.
8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. We out here just in the spirit, y'all. 5 of Swords. There's a lot of confusion going on. There's a lot of confusion.
Ooh, but
Temperance. Gabriel got it.
Gabriel to the rescue.
Gabriel was on it. Told you the majors just keep falling. Look, Sun. Major Arcana. I'm not lying to y'all. I wish y'all could really, really tap in and see how it really be. This
For
morning,
us.
if you read my first post, if you watching this right now,
look,
and you want to know what resonation is, right?
Look.
Go back this morning.
Bae.
I said, go back this morning to what I posted this morning. Go back on this morning post. And I said the major arcanas keep falling. Right?
This.
The readings are getting better. Right? And that's all that's falling right now. Everything got a major right beside it. Look, the Judgment.
I'm done.
Oh, Spirit. Listen, y'all.
It's like a time to rejoice is what I'm picking up. Like,
if you living right and you doing right,
yeah, this is good.
Do backflips.
No,
and
for real.
When the shit hit the fan, just stay away from it. You don't owe nobody nothing, and if you do, let it be dead.
She probably lying and ain't never been no friend of me. I've been working very hard for divinity, and the proof of point ain't never made no sense to me. Okay.
4 Wands. 2 of Cups to the 4 Wands. 9 of Swords in reverse. So we not having sleepless nights or none of that. We planning from solid foundations with the 4 Wands. 2 of Cups. God is with us. God is with us, right? God is with us as a collective.
We do live reads, video chat. If you ain't booked a live session, it ain't really no raps.
The Chariot.
Look
what's falling out. Nothing. I said this morning, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so happy, I'm elated.
I know.
I wrote this morning the major arcanas, they just keep falling. And look, that's all that's falling, y'all. The ancestors. They just falling out. Look, at the Emperor, at the bottom of the deck, right? It's just crazy. Every time I flip one over, bam.
Someone's aging backwards. Someone like is very youthful.
3 of Cups. See, the 3 of Cups got a fountain of youth on it. As she's saying, aging backwards, got that youth serum, right?
You could be an Emperor, an Aries. Aries keeps coming out as well here.
Major Arcana.
There's somebody that's a leader. You could be like, there could be like some.
Look, the Empress comes out.
You know, there could be somebody. I feel like there's somebody. There is somebody watching us. You know who you are, Emperor.
That's an Aries.
There's somebody that, you know.
It's an Aries.
This is a person. No, I'm gonna be. There's someone watching us, and you know, I feel like you could be a person that's like high up, and God really ranked you somewhere. And I feel like you've been watching us for a while, and God is really showing you who we are. And there could be something that you want to do or say to us. Yeah.
You and your wife.
There could be something that you want to do or say to us, and Spirit is wanting us to let you know that we're open.
We have a divine couple watching us.
Yeah, there's somebody that watches us from high places.
Emperor and the Empress card.
There's somebody watching us from a high place.
7 of Pentacles. Someone's looking to invest. Wouldn't be a bad investment.
Look. The Sun. Yo, I'm telling you.
7 of Pentacles to the Sun.
Someone
Get
wants
with us.
to, yeah, like.
Get with us.
Come on.
We can see.
I'm hearing angel investor. Okay.
Page of Wands. Okay. Somebody looking for excitement, to take a chance to kind of get out of the normal state of things, to kind of move. The Page of Wands, you know what they want to do? They want to go outside. They don't want to be in the house.
This heavy Leo energy. Leo has been so heavy lately.
Eight of Cups.
Look, that Eight of Cups just keeps wanting to come. There's someone that just has to go. You got to go right now. Like, you were supposed to go yesterday and you didn't, but Spirit says go right now.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Like, there's literally something you got to go right now. Like, you can't wait till later, okay? I'm telling you exactly what Spirit is saying. You got to go right now.
They're your ancestors speaking.
You got to go right now.
Your ancestors said go now. They said you were supposed to go yesterday, but you didn't. So go now. Like, right now. Whoever you may be, go now. You know what you were supposed to do.
That's real.
Somebody could have supposed to have been doing something spiritual or in the natural.
There's someone, you could be figuring out, like, things about your past life, okay? You could be, like, you know, you could be figuring out, you know, why certain relationships with people didn't work. Like, you could be really, there's someone.
Five of Cups, you definitely in the back. You in that regret mode. You in that thinking back
look,
mode.
The Empress just look, I can't make this up.
There go the Magician. The
Hermit
to the Empress.
Heavy Virgo energy, heavy Leo energy, heavy Sagittarius energy, heavy Aries energy, and heavy Libra's energy is out
Knight
here.
of Swords, Libra energy.
I just feel good energy. I don't even want to pull no more of these tarot cards.
Yeah, I'm about to let this rest. I'm going to grab one more.
I will grab something from the Spirit, Chunky.
Okay. Queen of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we have none other than the Fool. Right. This was the journey. I'm going to close this out. Them ancestors, they in here.
It's too lit.
I done seen almost every major arcana in the deck. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I feel like if it wasn't resonating with y'all, that's cool because it was resonating in our life.
Oh, it's resonating with the collective. It's resonating with y'all.
I know.
But sometimes it do feel like, it be feeling like.
Spirit, is this one specific for us?
Yeah, that collective energy, it be like, man, I don't know where somebody at in their timeline, but. Hey, man, it's the ancestors, they round. So, I'm talking about, it's some of the major arcanas that I haven't seen in this deck in months, y'all.
I love this. It says, let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence, okay? So, there could be some truth coming to fruition here, to the light, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, be still and listen to the truth in silence. A lot of times, you know, the truth hurts, but we need the truth, right? It's like we can't live without the truth. So there could definitely be some kind of truth coming out here. What's this message? I celebrate my progress, awareness. I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. So, you know, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to just be aware. We're not here to be perfect, even though you are perfect, because you're divinely perfect. It's like, you know, the energy of God loves you so much. Like, you are divinely perfect. You're beautiful. You are just perfection, right? But I feel like, you know, awareness is not perfection. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. So Spirit is just wanting us to be aware. Not really wanting to be perfect, but be aware to what's going on, right? I told you guys, like, you know, there's a lot of energy that wants to take us out. There's a lot of energy that wants to hold us up and keep us stagnant and stuck. And as long as we are aware of those energies, we don't have to stay there and really focus on them, but we do have to be aware of them, right? So I have my genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. So I feel like there's definitely someone stepping into their purpose right now, and this is beautiful energy, right? I feel like, you know, you're doing exactly what you know you should have been doing years ago, but it wasn't the time. Like, you could have felt this energy of, you know, always wanting to be successful, always wanting to make it. and wondering why it's been taking so long. But I feel like right now is your time, divine being. I feel like it's divine timing, okay? I feel like there is a shift, you know? I literally feel like we're playing out the book of Revelations, right? Things are just ending. New cycles beginning because the energy of God is here. And it's good energy. That was your message, divine being. We love you guys so much, right? Don't forget, if you like the video, to leave your girl and your boy a heart. It doesn't cost you anything. Make sure you guys follow us on YouTube. We are almost have enough followers that we can go live, so we look forward to doing that as well. We're dropping daily content. Follow us on our TikTok platform, and you know, spiritual donations are appreciated. We do have personal readings available. Inbox us if you have any questions, right? Things are not about money here with us. We really just want to help build and elevate the collective. So if you guys are rocking with us, don't forget to leave a heart and share the video. We will join you guys on TikTok. So God bless you, and Ashe. That was your message, divine being. Y'all have a good night. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Got my whole little body out.